Hey guys, Lancer here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for joining me. We'll look into some more MTG market movers for the week. I think it's been about 6 days since the last one, so this captures the next part. And then I might actually do a movie review for the movie Prey. But anyway, let's get right to it. So first things first, I'm actually going to look at the reserved edition, reserved cards first, especially the revised edition dual lands. And overall, the revised set, because that's usually a good indication of where the market's still going. As you can see, I think we covered this a few times. October 2020, massive jump up around about April 20 to October 2020, went from 3,000 to around about 5,000. And then at January 2021, another massive jump up from 4,700 to 8,500. Ever since then, two tops and then just dropping down. Even now, it's slowly dropping down where you can actually see that it's flattening out a bit, but it's pretty much getting to this weird $6,000 range where all of the revised editions in one box, each card is worth, all of the cards, I think single cards combined together are worth around about $6,300. Now, what's going to happen? It's hard to tell, but I actually think that 6,000 might be the new baseline depending on what the banks around the world do, mainly because inflation went down, so everyone's celebrating. A lot of the things in the markets are moving up, so people have some disposable cash. The wealth effect is continuing on as far as market forces go. So, yeah, I mean, if you bought in the last couple of days, weeks, and you buy in the next couple of weeks to months, you might be getting what could be considered a flat bottom of the market. We'll have to see how it goes. Another reason why I always never say don't go all the way in, especially when it comes to putting all your money in one basket. You really want to spread out as much as you can for the baskets, especially if you don't want to feel the value loss of just one market. Let's have a look at Bayou. So Bayou, 385 TCG player, sitting around about the 481 in the market price. I think most of these cards obviously are going to be flatlining at some point. So we'll have to see how it all goes. Damaged? No, you don't want damaged. You can see a bit of an uptick in the market, finding its bottom. Lightly played for 430, still pretty expensive. Actually, for Bayou, that's not too bad. Plateau. Having a look at it, this one actually has flatlined. Lightly played for 290. Damn, that feels pretty good to me. I might have to look at if TCG Player is still shipping to Australia at this point. 290, so that'll be about $350-ish. Lightly played for 304 for a Savannah. Once again, these are, I mean, I'll look at the lightly played because I actually like the lightly played. So you can have a look at what you think is most valuable for you, but these prices are starting to get close to what I was remembering the better parts of the markets in 2020 were. If someone can give me an update, like 291 for lightly played, Scrublands, yeah, it doesn't sound too bad at this point, does it? Like, I mean, look at Tropical Island, just straight down that line, a bit of a spike at the end. Good time to pick up. Let's see if we can find a lightly played. Moderately played, lightly played for 565. A bit on the expensive side. I think people are going to have to do this check themselves, but it is starting to look far more reasonable than it was a year ago and 6 months ago even. So keep an eye on what the prices are doing. Once again, buy in slowly over time. One card possibly depending on shipping, and see how it goes, because I actually think that the price is starting to get to a point where if they go lower, great, but there's a chance that they might not go much lower. This feels expensive for a Badlands, but $400 for lightly played feels a bit expensive. But still, you might get some value out of it, and plus you can put in your decks and play it anyways. So moving on from there to the standard movements of what's happening overall. There are some cards obviously changing depending on if they're commander playable and or what's being played in the meta right now. Besiege You, who endures all, like 4% gain, that's nothing crazy. But Fable of the Mirror Breaker, this card is really insane for how much it's gone up for being not a mythic and not something. I mean, it's played in commander, but it's pretty much used for combos and stuff. I mean, even then, you can't really do it for combos properly. But there are better cards than this that you want to put in your commander deck. This one specifically, it feels like there just wasn't that many printed, or there wasn't that many open. There's no reason for it to continue growing up like this. It's being played in Standard and Pioneer, Jeskai Control, Rakdos midrange. That explains it, because I was thinking it doesn't really explain why it's so deserved in Commander. Besiege You, obviously, still being played in Standard, Pioneer, etc., because it's an insane card that probably should have never been printed. Toxrill, $16.84, 4% gain. I doubt that this is being played in Standard. I'll be surprised. It's all Commander. I don't know why anyone would play in Commander, because everyone hates it. But, if you can convince your friends that you're just going to destroy all their creatures, then that's actually not a bad card to add. Orb of the Dragonkind, $2.82 for a 15% gain. Secluded Courtyard, $2.87 for a 12% gain. Portable Whore, $3.99 for an 80% gain. That's crazy from Innistrad. And Hopeful Initiate, 44% gain to Nasted at $6.18. That's actually pretty good for a one drop, 1/2 with trading. Biggest drops: Professional Facebreaker from what is that? Is that from Cabinet? 10% drop to Nasted at $4.19. Yep, Streets of New Capina. I forgot how to say it already. Actually was a pretty pricey card at some point, but then it did drop. Started at $6.40 and now at $4.20. Moving on to not Toxrill. Moving on to Modern. So Modern, Besiege You, Who Shelters All, the original version, 5% gain to now set at $37.45. Actually a really powerful card, since it makes the next spell you cast, if it's an instant or a sorcery, can't be countered by spells or abilities. Very powerful. Actually, it does say abilities as well, which means it counters the new Besiege You, which I guess I never thought that far into. Endurance, an 8% gain to Nasted at $50. Force of Vigor, 8% gain to Nasted at $37.83. Is there something easy to spot here? Like, that's Modern Horizons. Okay, so the top three cards that won this week are all from Modern Horizons. I wonder if there's some kind of weird buyout going out. Cyclonic Rift, 5% gain to Nasted at $37.49. It might be because it was shown in one of the game nights recently. Something I need to pay attention to, because the game nights actually do move the market quite a lot. And if someone else talks about it in one of the bigger channels, it does move the market. Sword of Fire and Ice, 3% gain to Nasted at $58.63. This is the old version of it. Counterbalance, 6% gained. Actually, really, when I look at that, that's nothing over 10%. That's kind of interesting for Modern. Biggest drops: Force of Negation, 30% drop, obviously, because it's being printed, I think, in Double Masters, $46.29. Emrakul, 10% drop. Seasoned Pyromancer, I don't know if Seasoned Pyromancer was also in Double Masters, but I know Emrakul was, so that makes sense. Dragon Broodmother, 18% drop to Nasted at $10.53. Michaelis, 9% drop to Nasted at $22.51. Actually, all really expected. A lot of these cards were printed in the new Double Masters, so makes sense why the prices have dropped. Moving over to Pioneer, the price gains for the other big creatures: Ulamog and Emrakul, 9% gain for Emrakul, now almost $100. Ulamog, 2% gain to Nasted at $65. 88% gain for Indomitable Creativity, $17.48. I mean, it's a good card. I think the reason why is because it might have been played in a game night or some YouTube channel, because it's always been there, and it's an old card as well as far as card ages go nowadays. So unless something was spoiled recently, which I'm not 100% sure about, I mean, it's being played in modern, but look at this spike. Just in the last couple of days. So what is this? August 1st, and massive spike up, bought out to August 9th. So in the last 7 days, it's spiked up a lot. So if anyone wants to comment in the comment below, just let me know what's going on here, because I feel like, yeah, outside of some niche decks, which obviously could be popular at this point, especially if it's being played in modern as well. But just because it's being played in modern doesn't mean that it's not going to be something that everyone already had their hands on. It is a mythic, so it doesn't require much to spike up like that. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Kalitas, Traitor of Get, 16% gain to now sit at $38.87. Tendershoot Dryad, 11% gain to now sit at $12.51. Rending Volley, 24% gain to now sit at $4.16. That's pretty powerful, but obviously that's a modern or sideboard staple in a red deck. That's just insanely powerful in a red deck, but you don't want it in every red deck. You don't want it in your deck at the start unless they're playing a white or blue creature deck that needs 4 damage. And the biggest drop, Smothering Tithe, makes sense. Ren and Seri Inseparable, 9% drop to sit at $17.24. Not 100% sure, but it was aggressively brought out. 7% drop for Dragon Lord Dramoka, reprinted. Aurelia, the War Leader, reprinted in Double Masters. Mana Confluence, I think it was also reprinted. Sarkham, I'm not too sure. Not too sure about Edon of the Great Revel. Crucible World, reprinted in Double Masters, $32.47. Ulamog, I don't think it was reprinted. And Scourge of Valkas, I don't think that was reprinted, but now sitting at $4.62, 16% drop. So pretty impressive overall. And as for spoilers, I think the only one is the Secret Lair that looks kind of cute, but the cards in it aren't very powerful or anything. I think the biggest one is probably Last Chance. I didn't even think that was an expensive card. But you got Last Chance, Mantle Blast, Curiosity, Greed, and Peak, and all with new art that looks pretty cute with, what is that, rice ball? I forgot what those things are called. I mean, I think they're called exactly what this is, which is onigiri. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to actually say it. Pretty cool, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Plus, I haven't been able to get Secret Lairs for a long time since being in Australia. The shipping fees is almost as much as the Secret Lairs. So, you're not going to be able to get them very easily on hand here. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And yeah, I'll see what else I can add. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can put a movie review in. I'm going to see if I can play some games that don't require me to concentrate excessively, because it's really hard to play and talk at the same time. And yeah, just have fun with the channel. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a good day. See ya.